So do you think the low code and no code platforms, so they will change the role of UI UX designers in future?
Even till 2010, when I was start working on these kind of things, right? So we done the design using Photoshop. Then we are doing the slicing and we export the files into the HTML. Then we'll open the HTML file in Dreamweaver. So Framer and Figma doesn't make any difference. So only there are 30 to 30% is max in the Framer side. If you open the Framer, the exact interface exactly same like Figma only.
So do you think the low code and no code platforms, so they will change the role of UI UX designers in future, because nowadays Framer and Figma sites, so they are coming up, right? So do you think they will change the traditional role of a UI UX designer in future?
No, definitely not. See, basically speaking, what happened in the year 2005, 4, right? So those days, even till 2010, the workflow was when I was start working on these kind of things, right? So we done the design using Photoshop. Then we are doing the slicing and we export the files into the HTML. Then we'll open the HTML file in Dreamweaver. So in the Dreamweaver is kind of a what do you call website builder kind of a stuff. So in the Dreamweaver we put the hotspots and we are create the interactions between the screens and we adjust the basic padding and margins and we are working on it. So fundamentally what we try to do that we create the product and we are giving the prototype. I have a what do you call few JavaScript developers, so they are adding the what do you call the validation, basic validations and everything. So we are showcasing to the client not only the design, it's a kind of a functionable product. Then we got the product, we own the product and we start developing the product. It's all happening in the period of 2003 to 2007. Okay. Not only 2007, till 2010. So then what happened 2011 or 12, I think, Sketch came into the market. This workflow is being evolved. So we were start using Sketch and for designing, UI design, and the prototyping we were using for InVision. Then development handover we were using for Zeppelin. So these were the overall. But during this 10 to 12 years period, everybody what happened, only the relying on the prototypes. So Figma also finally it's converging all this workflow, UI design, prototype, dev handover, everything in one single platform. But finally client wants to see the exact look and feel of the functionality of the application.
Interactive prototype.
Interactive prototype, it won't support the validations, even though your variable components, it's not supports. So they want to see the actual thing. So Framer was started as a prototyping tool. They evolved as a no code and Webflow and a low code. So fundamentally what happened, we are creating the design and we are shipping to Framer. It will be working as a website or web applications. So if anybody looking at that, it's a functionable. So that is very important so that the conversion aspect of the ratio has been increased.
Okay.
So rather than seeing the static prototype, that is a more validation, looks like more actual thing. That is the reason these people are using it. But fundamentally, if we are using Figma or the design, then this will be helpful. So Framer and Figma doesn't make any difference. So only there are 30 to 30% is max in the Framer side. If you open the Framer, the exact interface exactly same like Figma only that what do you call the hover effects or the other what do you call the small animations. Responsive also is very easy. So once you done the design on Figma and you have to copy and paste it in Framer, it will be work as it is. So there is no difficult to work on that. So it won't affect actually speaking. We have to learn. So how the designers was earlier stages, we are doing the design, prototype, handover. Now we are giving one more step. Instead of handing over into the Figma itself, we are going to handing over as a Framer file or Figma sites file. That will be helpful for the dev team so that they can be able to easily develop. So they will be working on the backend only. So Framer and all supports React. So the front end side workable prototype kind of applications, if you are doing the design in Framer, the dev team working on the databases and the connectors. Okay. So for them, the job is easy. So it will be supporting. So being an UX and UI designer, we have to evolve ourselves. So there are new technology, new tools are coming. We have to upgrade ourselves and we have to be advanced.
Okay, sir.